So no longer can we say that her coalition is, Latinos, lower income people, women, white men. He grabbed people from all of those groups, and that means that he is really broadening his base.
Hey, Andrea, this is Mike Barnacle, and we are all, charter members of the We Love Andrea Mitchell fan club here.
Oh, God bless you all.
It's true.
And because you are so wired into so many elements of both politics and the culture around us, let me ask you, with regard to the Hillary Clinton campaign, what do you think, or what do you hear would be the degree of difficulty in fundraising for her off of these epic losses that the campaign has been suffering?
Well, she still has really strong, loyal, hill raisers, that group. They're concerned, they are, looking around, they're talking among themselves. They will come through for her because for them money is not a problem. Jumping politically may be a problem. But the real challenge for her is that she doesn't have a broad enough fundraising base. Even though she's bringing in more money online, he's beating her online now 2-1, bringing in $1 million a day. She's doing $500,000 a day. She's got to have a lot of money to take on, Obama in these states. And there's a reason why she's not just pouring it on in Wisconsin. She doesn't think she's got a great chance of winning there, but if she had unlimited funds, of course she'd, pour it into Wisconsin. Just because of proportional representation, she would increase her pickup of delegates. She doesn't have that luxury.
Hey, Andrea, it's Willie. You reported to us yesterday morning, right about this time, that you'd spoken to people inside the Clinton campaign and they were worried about last night, that they were prepared to accept the losses. Do you think even they were surprised about the extent of the losses, not just by the numbers, the popular vote, but by the depth and the breadth of the votes he took in, from losing the women vote even?
Now, during the day, I was talking to people inside the campaign, and they said, look, this is going to be bad, this is going to be big. They were not trying to spin anything else, and it didn't sound like spin. This was not lowering expectations. They really had no expectations. I don't think that they really understood beforehand how broad it would be, and that's the big change.
So then we have the headlines, Andrea, of the past week or so, her loan to her campaign, Patty Solis-Doyle stepping down. Apparently her deputy campaign, I'm reading from your notes here, her deputy campaign manager is leaving the campaign. Looking ahead to her strategy in Texas and Ohio, how does she combat the narratives that are going to come out of all these different little shakeups in the campaign at what, quite frankly, is not a very good time?
Well, that's the other problem, because the perception now becomes the reality. And all of these headlines, there are going to be more changes inside the campaign. You know that she's going to be, adjusting as Maggie Williams brings her own people in. Some of them are already there as, quote, advisors. And so as that happens, plus the money deal and the sense that she's now behind. Any way you look at it, she has now fallen behind in delegates. And now, he's, because of the size of this vote, he's picked up so many more delegates out of these three primaries that going into Wisconsin, Hawaii, he'll likely get a whole lot more. Then you've got Texas and Ohio. This is a really tough mathematical game for her. Putting together the pieces of this puzzle is that much harder.
Now, the drama is unbelievable for sure. Not to leave out the Republicans as we close out here, Andrea, characterize for us what you think happened last night. I mean, John McCain won, but